there is a difference between being a creation of God and being a child of God. A lot of people know that, have this mentality that just because God created them, that automatically makes them his children. But the danger of having that mentality is they can begin to think that just because they are loved by him, that they are loved by our Creator, they don't have to change the way that they're living. But if they have that mentality, then over time they will harden their hearts. And then, just like how 1 Samuel 16 verse 7 tells us, for the Lord does not look at how man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. And when we refuse to turn away from our wickedness, we can say all we want. We can tell other people that, oh, I believe in God. Oh, I know that he loves me. Oh, I love him so much. You can say all you want. You can believe all you want. But if your heart does not correlate with your words, then you are rejecting the one in your heart. And so if you reject Christ, if you refuse to let him into your heart, then you are ultimately rejecting him. So the Bible also tells us the difference between being a godly child, or God's children, and children of Satan. So in 1 John 3, I think it is, if we have a look at verses 7 through 9, it tells us that a child of God does not continue in their sin, meaning that they are not living a sinful lifestyle. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean that a child of God is never going to sin again, because by nature we are sinful, and that's what arouses our need for God's forgiveness. But a child of God essentially accepts that forgiveness, and once they accept Jesus into their hearts, they will feel conviction to turn away from their old ways, because it's through Christ, it's through his death and resurrection where we have a new identity. And so that is why when we put our trust in the Lord Jesus, we are no longer our old selves, but we are made into a new creation. We are born again. So I may not know who needs to hear this message, but if this convicts you for a reason, then please don't ignore this. I hope you have a good day. Take care. God bless.